What's up, guys? It's Hellraiser here. I do want to keep the album and movie reviews coming. I would like to get into the groove of doing them on a more frequent basis. It's not going to be there's not going to be a lot of them for the next few weeks since the semester is coming to a close, but things are getting really hectic. Though I do still have the time to give you at least one more until it ends. And I figured I would do a review for an album by a band that I've really been getting into and listening a lot. The band is Nightwish, and I'm going to be reviewing the album Once, which was released in 2004, if I remember correctly. Yeah, 2004. This is the second album I bought of theirs, and it's probably the one I've listened to the most, conveniently enough, even though it's definitely not my favorite album by them, but I guess it just has songs that keep me coming back to listen to it over and over. Um, yeah, like I said, I've really been listening to Nightwish a lot for I'd say probably the past few months or so. I just really love their sound. I mean, I'll admit that almost all their albums are pretty inconsistent in their track quality, but when they on their really good songs, it's just complete bliss to listen to. I mean, when they're on their game, it's just incredible. They deliver some of the best symphonic metal I've ever heard. And I mean, even their debut "Angels Fall First," that was some really good folk metal on that one as well. And yeah, this was one of the first tastes I had of the band, and it contains some of the songs that I keep coming back to over and over. "Dark Just Wonders" remains one of my favorite album openers of all time. "Greek Mary's Blood," that one's a really good song. Uh, "Dead Gardens," I personally think that's one of their underrated songs. "Romanticide Has Grown on Me," and of course, there's a "Ghost Love Score." I mean, that's definitely a contender for one of their best songs. I mean, pretty much all their epics are among their best songs, and "Ghost Love Score" was definitely no exception. Um, I will admit, the very first time I listened to Nightwish was long before I ever listened to any of their albums, and the very first time I listened to them was actually with their current singer Annette for the song "Amaranth." I'm hoping I pronounced that one right, even though it's pretty basic. And I really liked it. And then I heard "Over the Hills and Far Away," their cover, and I really did not like Tarja's vocals on that song. And I'll admit it's grown on me, though. I do still think that that song is not one of their better ones, though. Hearing it on their live DVD "End of an Era" was, actually made it pretty enjoyable. And I wish they had ended at least on that song instead of "Wish I Had an Angel," because I mean, I can tolerate "Wish I Had an Angel." I mean, it's kind of a fun song, but I think it's also a clear contender for their worst song. I mean, it's not bad per se, but it's one that pretty much I always skip over unless I'm like blasting it on my car. But yeah, focusing on more on once it's a good album, but like I said, many of Nightwish's studio releases have been inconsistent in their track quality, at least as far as I'm concerned. And I mean, I think that Once is definitely an indication of that. I mean, it goes from "Dark Just Wonders," which is a classic, to "Wish I Had an Angel." I already gave you my thoughts on that. To "Nemo," some people think it's a weak song. Some others think it's really good. I think it's really good. So it goes from really good, really good. "Planet Hell," I'm not too crazy about "Planet Hell." Their current bassist, his vocals, I don't know his name offhand. No, I'm not gonna waste the time to do that. But his vocals are on and off as far as I'm concerned. I can tolerate his vocals, though I will admit that he's definitely not really that good of a vocalist. I would like to hear him do more calm vocals on other releases, like when they performed the I think it was a Pink Floyd cover they did on "End of an Era" for "Highest Hopes." I think he did a good job on that, at least especially compared to what he usually does on songs like "Master Passion Greed" off of "Dark Passion Play." Uh, yeah, I'm not too crazy about "Planet Hell." Then it goes to "Creek Mary's Blood," which is a borderline classic. The Siren, I've gone on and off on that one as well. Good, but I don't listen to it as much. I like "Dead Gardens." "Romanticide," kind of the same regards as the Siren. Then to "Ghost Love Score," and the song that's sung in their native language, I'm pretty sure. I'm not sure how to pronounce it. I'm going to try to. Kolema Teke Tati Haja. Yeah, I apologize for that. But, it's it's a very acclaimed song by them, but honestly, I never really enjoyed that song personally. I mean, I mean, Tarja definitely shows really good vocals on that song, but it's not what I'm crazy about. And then Higher Than Hope, I don't think that's a really good album closer. It's very forgettable. Now, the version that I got came with a couple of bonus tracks. Maybe you can see. Yeah, White Knight Fantasy and Live to Tell the Tale. I barely listened to them actually. I think Live to Tell the Tale has a very kind of a cheesy keyboard intro, but then again, if you're listening to Nightwish, then you're gonna just shrug aside cheesiness. But yeah, I mean, it's very inconsistent, but when the album has its good songs, it really is a joy to listen to. Though I do think that they should have just ended it on Ghost Love Score. I mean, they could have gotten rid of the two songs that came after, and I would have been probably more content with it because I mean, even though an album like Century Child was really brief and I felt too brief, it ended on a better note than I think this album did. But overall, this is a good album. I would recommend it if you haven't checked Nightwish out yet. It's not their most accessible album, but at the same time, Nightwish is just is actually an accessible band overall. In fact, the closest you'll get to them not being necessarily easy to get into is Angels Fall First, and even then, I would say that would actually be a good start because then it'd be easier to appreciate their original folk metal influences. So that's Once by Nightwish. Overall, I would give it a 3.5 out of 5. So I'm hoping to get maybe a couple more reviews up at least before the semester ends. But if not, then I'll probably see you guys in a few more weeks. So take care.